Hello everyone, welcome to Arrow. In a recent video, I talked about what it would have been like if Cody never returned to WrestleMania 38 and didn't go through one of the greatest storylines in WWE history to become WWE Champion and the new face of the company. However, his success wouldn't have had nearly as much gravity as it did if it weren't for the title run of the person he dethroned, being Roman Reigns. Once again, a question arises. In a hypothetical situation where Vince McMahon no longer saw Roman Reigns as the one, who else could have taken his spot? Who else could have been the face of the company like he was for that amount of time? When figuring this out, I gave myself a few criteria to filter all the possible options. 1. Are they good as champion? A wrestler can be beloved by fans when chasing a championship, but to be the face of a company, their title run needs to be just as good. 2. Do they have good character work? To be a champion for as long as Roman was, this wrestler's character work needs to be entertaining enough to go through that length of time. 3. Are they good as a heel? Once a wrestler stays as a champion for that long, it's hard for the fans to stay behind him because they'll want a new champion. Being a good heel to take that heat becomes a very important factor. After considering all the options within these criteria, I came up with 5 wrestlers who may have been able to take Roman's place. Once again, just like with the previous video, these are in no particular order. Number 5. Bobby Lashley. Lashley had every tool needed to carry a long championship reign. In 2020 and 2021, he completely reinvented himself with MVP and the Hurt Business, becoming one of the most dominant figures in the company. He had the credibility as a champion and the physical presence that Vince McMahon always loved in a top guy. As a heel, Lashley was believable, intimidating, and reliable in the ring, which would have made a long-term title run feel natural. If WWE wanted a champion who looked unstoppable and carried himself like a real-world athlete, of which Lashley is, Lashley could have easily stepped into Roman's role. Number 4. Edge. When Edge returned in 2020, he immediately showed he still had star power, promo ability, and storytelling instincts of a top-level talent. The darker, obsessive version of him we saw him have in his return, and especially with the Judgment Day, would have been perfect for a long heel championship run. Edge is one of the greatest storytellers in WWE history, and if the company wanted the title scene to be driven by layered narratives and emotional depth, much like Roman's was, he would have anchored the entire era. Number 3. Randy Orton. Orton might have been the most natural fit for a Roman-like run. He always has been someone WWE can rely on to be a main eventer, and he can flip between face and heel effortlessly. As a heel champion, he's cold, calculating, and ruthless. Remember Bald Randy? All the traits that made Roman's run work. If WWE wanted a villainous, methodical champion who could have agonized challengers for years that wasn't Reigns, Orton was the safest and most proven choice on the entire roster. He's been the guy before, and he could have stepped into that role again without missing a beat. Number 2. Drew McIntyre. Like we mentioned in the previous video, Drew is the almost was of this conversation. If fans were in attendance for his WWE Championship reign, he might have been the Roman Reigns of the 2020s. Drew had the look, the presence, and the respect of the audience. If the heel he is today was in him then, he would have been perfect for a long title run. If WWE had built him as a dominant, merciless champion instead of a valiant babyface during the pandemic, he could have easily held the world title for a year or more. He checked every box: promo skills, in-ring work, character depth, and decent mainstream appeal. Number 1. Seth Rollins. If Roman wasn't the one in Vince's eyes, Seth Rollins almost certainly would have been. Rollins has longevity, credibility, media presence, and an unparalleled connection with the audience. Just listen to the crowd whenever his theme plays. More importantly, his character work is endlessly adaptable, so he would have fit any role given to him. A long heel title run is something he's proven he can carry, and he's one of the few wrestlers who can maintain momentum across multiple years. On top of that, it seems he could work with everyone, so no matter who WWE wants in the ring with him, Seth would have made them a star. In every way, he is the closest possible alternative to Roman as the face of WWE. That's it for this list. Is there someone else I didn't consider who could have carried the company on their back? Perhaps you guys would like to see a fantasy booking of an alternate reality with this scenario. If there's something you'd like to see, leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to respond to every one of them. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. But for now, that's all from me. See ya.